Moon Platoon, don't be shy. Come on up. Come on up a little bit closer. Because we have a important update on not only what happened with Ortex's data leak earlier today, but Adam Aron giving us the catalyst that we thought it would be the same as in June when he finished the at-the-market offering. He's essentially giving it to us forward by saying that dilution is out and whether or not that options chain continues to change the game when it comes to what the gamma squeeze will entail and how soon it'll be. Threshold securities list, DTCs, new regulations. We're going to talk about all of that and more in this video. Strap yourselves in. First things first, what happened to Ortex today? Well, if you guys have already smashed that like all the way up to the 3,500 likes that we need in order to get more Moon Platoon members in here to get the real data, not just the ones that people are saying, you know, look at this date, look at this. Dates are not the friend of the Moon Platoon. Data is, right? We don't want to coordinate. We don't want to try to bring all of our price action together. We're just here to tell you guys the education you might need for today. And we're going to draw, by the end of this video, a brand new pennant on AMC to match the confirmations from the earlier price actions today. AMC currently at 49.96 with a volume of 61.83 million. So that gives AMC another slow consolidation day and a 3.5% dip. GME is in a very similar boat, but we're going to cover that in just a second. What happened with Ortex 25 minutes ago? At 1:30 Eastern, they had updated their securities lending data due to the US markets being closed. This update didn't include a full set of data and therefore contained inaccuracies. So they already are looking at this 93 million short interest. That's what the short interest was back on July 2nd. So this is a tweet from Ortex with the exact same, roughly, short interest 18.35%. Currently, we're at that same figure for Ortex on the website, but for an hour of darkness, we had a data leak that showed 37 million for AMC and an increase of for GME. To be sure, closer to 10% than we've gotten since the last few days of trading, but this showed 3 million short interest. So all of that data was wrong. It was leaked because of the day of extra non-trading, the observed 4th of July. Let's get that squared away. Second, Adam Aron on June 3rd talking about the at-the-market offering finishing. That is where AMC saw that monumentous skyward momentum. Actually, let's take a look at that chart here on the daily, and you'll be able to see right where we had the green bar on the 2nd. So giving us an idea of what Adam Aron needed to be able to do to be able to push us all the way up to the $73 and $77 mark. What he needed to do was tell us that an at-the-market offering, a share dilution was complete. And now he is giving us that again. 1 month later, he is giving us the same bullish call that it is no secret he thinks shareholders should authorize 25 million more AMC shares. But he promised in an SEC filing as well as directly to you, the shareholders, that he was not going to do so in 2021. He was asking you to vote in July for a share dilution that would happen in 2022 and beyond. But now he is canceling that July vote. Breaking news that we had been covering since the beginning of the day. This is the same level of catalyzation that I expect will affect AMC in the near future, and no more requests in 2021 of anything of the sort. He sees you, hears you, and values you. Every other of the 4 issues are going to still be in effect at the annual shareholder meeting on July 29th, but there will be no voting before 2022 on new shares. Why does Adam Aron want to do this to begin with? He mentioned before that he needs extra cash to be able to capitalize on, and back in June when he said it, improving the balance sheet and providing flexibility both to address possible changes and to capitalize on attractive opportunities. And that ends up being a pure case of what does this actually mean. I have a Venn diagram here to explain the A, B, and C groups of the ape population. Likely you're going to be mostly part of the A group if you're watching this video and wondering how AMC and GME can make you some money. That is why the circle is so much larger than the rest. You can expect that a lot of people are going to be wanting this stock to give you money. Okay, fair. But People might also care about the stock itself, the AMC and GME fundamentalists, the people who want to see the stock flourish and succeed in the after squeeze economy. Where will the true price of the stock go? In my opinion, there has been a lot of price discovery stoppage, as essentially sabotaging your ability to understand exactly how much AMC and GME are worth. That goes into the July vote. This is affecting this circle mostly because it allows the people who expected to see the squeeze either play out in somehow in 2022 or just didn't understand what Adam Aron was doing to now say there is absolutely no more talk of dilution in the year 2021. That's bullish, but it also means that the fundamentalists are going to come back around and look at this July vote and say Adam Aron doesn't have control over his shareholders. They're going to use this as FUD against you. Don't let them. Okay, the final group of people are looking to institutional change here. And that's the main reason why we are making this video about why the next gamma squeeze is going to be so violent, because more and more people are starting to become part of this C group. This group down here that is looking even deeper at the institutional change of how the 1987 crash happened, the 2001 crash, and the 2008 financial crisis. Millions of people, billions of people across the world were affected by that financial crash because of a few greedy individuals. And this should not be the case anymore. Remember why you are fighting. Maybe for A, maybe for B, but most of all, the diamond hands come from this economic change that we have seen start to peter out. Right? We have started to see some regulations from the DTCC side. Remember, the DTCC cares about one thing, and that's the DTCC, to make sure that they are not holding the bag for millions of apes who maybe had created a loophole of buying and holding. If that's how they're going to try and attack the apes, fine, call it that. It turns out if you buy a stock that is heavily shorted, it is going to end up biting the person that shorted it directly in the bum. This is true for both AMC and GME. One of the things that you'll be able to take a look at in terms of this bullish pennant here is that we are starting to have the 5th day of trading action outside of the white pennant. But luckily that gives us confirmation from the last time we crossed over $50.05 today. That is a dip below this potential bullish pennant that we can then draw from the $33 all the way towards this $50 range. That means that we are now looking at a new breakout somewhere mid-July. So in that case, if you take a drawing tool from Webull, you're going to be able to draw a trend line that starts right at the bottom of this pennant as normal, but focuses on the final confirmation point from earlier today and the last few days of trading as well. From there, you'll be able to draw from the 72nd level of the 72.62, the height of the June squeeze here, or you can draw from $77. That's a difference of the during the market and the pre-market changes of the possible highs, and then draw the wedge from over here. Now this is going to have confirmations here when the wedge was able to be formed directly above that white pennant, and here closer to the beginning of that $77 squeeze potential. So that said, we are now confirming a newer, wider pennant here as we face more data, not dates. Forget about when this pennant converges, just know that we have seen a slump and a decrease in volume. This is exactly what we need to be able to continue following AMC's price action. So if you guys watch the video of this channel when we start the bell-to-bell live streams, again, just like a lot of you are able to watch for the day trading today, we'll be able to cover that data once again. Say, I'm your friendly neighborhood Andrew. This is the options chain. This is Webull. So if you wanted to be able to check out those two tools, you'll be able to find Option Sonar and a premium trial in the description, as well as Webull, which is entirely free, and you'll be able to find a trial of that that gives you 2 free stocks when you start along with it. One thing that I wanted to take a note of is that the few times AMC did have minor rips, all of that was caught by the buy signals of AMC's Lux algorithm. So if you wanted to check the Lux algorithm yourself, make sure to click that in the description down below. It have 20% off, and I can't guarantee that that code is going to last forever. Thanks to those of you who make this show possible. Those are the Patreon Moon Platoon Grillionaire and Meatball the Space Legend tiers. If you don't see your name, I'm going to be updating this tonight. So make sure that if you wanted to be able to be part of a 6-figure portfolio disclosure of how to trade like a data scientist, I share that. I also share one-on-ones and giveaways and technical analysis reviews of your work. So if you wanted to start trading along with the Moon Platoon, you guys know where to find us in the join button next to the subscribe button or the Patreon link in the description down below. And we will see all of you in the money. Peace.